Untitled, unfocused.
Hey,
Tyler, Raymond. You figure out who's who?
I'll tell you what, I'm not Tyler.
Me neither.
Am I lying?
One of us always lies. The other one also always lies.
Which one of us is lying?
Stupid bit.
The bits, I like that. They start normal and they just devolve into chaos.
Yeah. How will you ever figure out which way to go on the forked path?
That's left. That way is also left.
Do you remember? Okay, hold on. Let me try to pin that.
The road less traveled by, that's made all the difference.
So,
Robert Frost.
yeah. Very cold guy. So,
Some say the world is made of fire. Some say the world will end in ice.
Oh yeah, Fire and Ice, right?
He also wrote that one. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts. So yeah, podcast services, all that stuff. Download, follow, share, PayPal in the description.
Some people won't get that joke.
Some people might, yeah. What's today?
Fifth
SpongeBob
subscriber
stuff is today,
special.
right? I have 5 subscribers. When we finally have more than half of the subs be not us. So
About to get my brother to subscribe. I mean, hold on.
wait, no, that you're
That's
tipping the
illegal.
scale. Wait, that's illegal. Yeah, good one. So today's a SpongeBob thing, but I have a thing. I have a pin, right? What were we talking about 60 seconds ago?
Like, subscribe.
Yeah,
PayPal.
Yeah.
Was in between that. Was in the middle of that.
Yeah, well, it was something over there. I have a pinned. Okay, I know what it was. It was the forked paths. That's what it was.
Forked paths, yes.
Do you remember the Yu-Gi-Oh episode where
Continue.
where they had to
the
fight?
Two brothers?
Yeah, they fight the two brothers, the like orange and the green one, and it was literally based off that like riddle or whatever.
One of us lies. One of us always tells the truth.
Yeah, and they always spoke in rhyme, right? Except sometimes they didn't.
Yes.
Mhm.
And I think the British version also has that wonderfully. Twins, Yu-Gi-Oh!
So if you don't know, there's a Yu-Gi-Oh episode where Yugi and Seth. No, his name's not Seth.
The
Let's
Paradox
see.
brothers. Para and Dox.
Para and Dox. Yeah, dude, genius. What's the Joey? That's what it is. Where Yugi and Joey have to fight Para and Dox, and in like a 2-on-2 battle, right? And one of them lies and one always tells the truth.
They come back in GX? Dude.
Do they?
Dude, they come back in GX to fight Jaden.
Nice. And yeah, so basically there's like 2 doors. One of them, but is that the stipulation for the duel that it ends when they figure out which door is the right one, or is it just the whole life point thing? Do you remember? No, he doesn't remember.
Let me see. I'm going through right now.
Okay. Because I have to figure out like what.
they have to be defeated to go into Pegasus's castle.
Okay. But like, what if they pick the wrong door though?
Oh, it's like one of us lies. One of us always tells the truth. Both of you are lying.
Sure. Yeah.
And why do they have a 2-sided head coin?
That's
It's all
true.
about Yugi and Joey.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's true. A good duelist is always prepared for any situation. I was upset when they started cheating, when they had like the wall shadow card. I was like, come on, it's it's like a custom card for this specific arena, you know. They're just climbing on the walls. They're not even taking their spaces. It's like if you played the dungeon dice game and you just pulled out like a D30. It's like that's not legal.
Anything
You know?
legal if you think. hard enough.
I don't think you
That's
should
not
take that
true.
advice into real
Don't
life.
don't say that. That
It's
is.
terrible advice.
I don't want that quoted. That's actually going to be clipped now and quoted.
That's gonna be the clip that I clip out.
Everything's legal if you think hard enough. No, it's going to be immortalized.
So Ray, what do you have your tournament picks ready?
Yeah.
So what's I gotta go to the thing.
Checklist again.
Where is it? So we didn't know we're doing a episode tournament.
Well, you should
This
know,
was
Mr.
season 1.
Subscribers
Yeah,
and bell clickers.
but if for some reason this is the first one, you should go
I'd
back and
recommend
watch the
watching the
other
old
one.
episode.
The other one.
The one where we have our tournament for Spongebob episodes for season 1. We can't do all the
So-
episodes, so we just pick 16.
Yeah, because all of them be too many. So last week,
Well, not to say we'd complain, but this is just to get it done on a timely basis.
yeah, so we can move on to something else. So last week was week 1, right? And we had Tea at the Tree
I
Dome.
think Bubble Stand? No, we agreed playing.
No, Plankton, yeah. So we had Tea at the Tree Dome and Bubble Stand, which we were conflicted about, right?
But we both agreed Plankton was superior no matter what.
Yeah. Plankton beat Rip's Pants and then also beat both Tea at the Tree Dome and Bubble Stand. So we got Plankton winning that little quarter, right? So this week, we
It's a
got...
heavy week. I don't like what you did here.
Yeah, this week, way harder than last week, I feel like. We got boarding school and pizza delivery going against each other. And we got hall monitor and fun going against each other. So yeah.
Okay, right off the bat, I'll say without a doubt, the easiest one here was the hall monitor wins. It beats fun. Hall monitor beats fun. That's right out of the gate. I can say that. I think for certain, in my opinion.
All right. Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Hall monitor is, has more elements to it that just makes it more entertaining. Fun.
Okay.
No, it's a little. It's got a little bit there, a little bit there. Hall monitor is just devolving into insanity as you keep watching it. Watching hall monitor, dude.
That's true.
See the chaos brew, and you're like, yes. Who is the criminal? Tell me who's the lunatic out there.
He was dead the whole time. So yeah, let me try to defend fun here for a second. Even though I don't know if that's my pick, but I think that Plankton is always a great addition to any episode.
Very true.
I think that
episode with Plankton is usually a plus.
I think that us being introduced to Plankton so early, right? We already got his introduction. We already know what he's about, right? He's about stealing the formula. Crabs. What's the word? Arch nemesis, right? And then for this episode to come out in the same season and have it flip the narrative and be like, listen, he wants the formula, but maybe he's not such a bad guy. How he can actually genuinely make friends with SpongeBob, and I don't know, not like flip out immediately. You know, like actually play the long game. And I don't know about you, but I think there was a period of time there where he genuinely wanted to be his friend.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was a time in that where Plankton may have thought, SpongeBob could be my friend.
Yeah. But then it obviously ends the way you would want it to, where he obviously gets found out, and
All ploy,
yeah.
jump through the screen.
You know, one thing I was always confused about as a kid, right? I didn't understand how there was 6 feet of concrete behind the movie screen. I was thinking, I was like, is that real? Is that a real thing? They have like concrete. I mean, I guess it's always like a wall, right? A wall of a building.
Mm-hmm.
But like 6 feet is excessive.
Yeah. I feel like nowadays you don't need 6 feet. I feel like just a couple inches. I mean, maybe you want 6 feet of concrete just for the sound, I guess, in the theater.
Oh, sure. That's soundproofing.
I feel like that may be like an idea. But I feel like now you can do cheaper with less material. So, I mean.
Mm-hmm. We also get introduced to Bubble Bass. I don't think we've seen him yet, right? Oh, no, I think...
Was he?
So, one episode that isn't on here that I reluctantly had to skip over was the pickle episode.
Okay.
Where Boba Bass comes in and he hides the pickles under his tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Spoiler.
Spoiler
that's
alert.
how it ends. And I think that episode already happened in like chronologically. So.
Pickles were under his tongue the entire time.
And then like
Where's
random
my pickles?
And like random customers in the thing were like spotting their own possessions. They're like, "Oh no, he has my car keys." Like that's weird. Why did that doesn't seem
Car keys, dude.
he's just a thief.
Criminal.
Yeah. I think and then another one up this episode has, which I think in the end I'm probably gonna agree with you, the hall monitor's better. But another one up that Fun has is that it has a song. It's a pretty good song.
I think it is the introduction of having music be an element of SpongeBob. At least a large element that they come back to every now and then.
Yeah.
Fun, I think, is the introduction to that.
I mean, we had what episode
Pizza
was
delivery.
it? Ripped Pants as well.
Pants, yeah.
That was a good one.
It's not as big as Fun.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Fun, I think, in Campfire, or like the...
That's another one I was thinking of.
And then the anthem, obviously.
Yeah.
Or like the three bigger ones.
Yeah, I think hall monitor probably wins because yeah, I mean it's very similar to Plankton in my mind where there is again it's not it's not like horror, but there is like a twist towards the middle where he is the actual like freak or whatever it was. What was it, like psycho or something?
Yeah, there's some psycho on the streets.
Yeah, and it was him. And then that one scene I think is amazing where Patrick is looking at him down the street with the lamp.
I see him.
Yeah, I see him. He's at the he's at the corner of Conch and Coral, and he turns his whole head. He turns his whole head. Yeah, but I'm
corner and Conch and Coral.
And he starts running back and forth. He hides under the thing. He hides in the mailbox.
He's inside the mailbox. I'm
freaks out. One of the best things about that moment, I think what makes that moment great is that so he's like running around, whatever, and then he goes in the mailbox, right? And then there's like a flicker of hope where it's like, okay, I've escaped him. It's like relaxed. And then he hears the walkie-talkie go off and he's like, oh, let me rummage around, get that. Turn it on. Oh, hey. And he's like, he's in the mailbox. And then he starts freaking out again. So like that like dip in tone where it's like, oh, he got it maybe. Maybe Patrick won't realize that he saw him in there or whatever. But no. False hope. Thought that was great.
Pretty good. Hallmonder's great.
And then Miss Puff just being an idiot and just giving herself up at the end.
Just taking the L.
Yeah, like, come on. What are you doing?
I gave him the power. Let me go instead.
Yeah. He had his speech in the beginning, his very long speech.
6 hours long, dude.
Yeah. Took up the entire day.
What a legend.
The fear on her face as she was slowly realizing that there was only one pick and it was him. She's like sweating. She's like going back and forth trying to name other kids. She started naming kids that graduated. Just very desperate.
Someone who's not SpongeBob.
Literally anyone. Can I be the hall monitor?
It's like Miss was like, today I'm the hall monitor.
Yeah. So hold on a second.
Hall monitor the halls. Yeah.
Patrick's trying to SpongeBob asking him for advice on like what to do next. And they go get ice cream. And they go get ice cream again. They almost do it a third time. But SpongeBob puts his foot down. Thought that was good. Yeah, man, I think overall, hall monitor probably wins. I feel like it has more memes too.
Turns out having memes are just pretty good. The more memes you have.
With the whole like the cops showing Plankton or not Plankton, Patrick the wanted poster.
Yeah.
I remember this time around their like dialogue to him, and as they were leaving, they said something like good luck, like, stay clean or whatever, and then they told him to stay indoors, and I thought that was very disrespectful, because like, they're basically saying that he's a danger to himself and society. Just after those 5 seconds of talking to him.
Imagine talking to someone, the person that said he was like, stay indoors. Have like this really nice conversation. You think you're having like this meaningful thing?
Yeah.
Spend like 5 minutes, and they're like, "Stay indoors."
Stay indoors, and he's just like, "Yes, sir." So yeah, I think Hall Monitor moves on, right? What are you thinking about the other one? Boarding school versus pizza delivery.
Tough, dude. I mean, I'm gonna go pizza delivery only because I like it more.
Okay.
But boarding school is also such a great episode.
So I think that boarding school, right? I think boarding school suffers from what some of the other losers suffered from,
Got him.
where I think there's just too many moments that don't reach a certain like quality, right? And some jokes or some bits just kind of last too long. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I think that it was a cool concept for an episode, but it was a nice introduction to him never getting his license and stuff. But I don't know. I don't think there are like enough like standout moments in this episode. While the episode is very, I just don't think there's enough standout stuff. I like that. I mean, probably my favorite thing about the episode was that it was just another um example of Patrick actually being like a real character and actually having depth to his character. Because I feel like one of the biggest complaints in like the like SpongeBob community over the newer seasons is that all the characters are kind of like one beat and they're kind of like caricatures of the original design, you know?
Mhm.
So like in newer seasons, Patrick is just an idiot. That's all he is.
Mhm.
But like in boarding school, he's the one who came up with the idea to
He's
cheat.
like, we can put this walkie-talkie in your head,
Yeah.
have you communicate with me. You put this hat on, no one
And
knows.
yeah, no, you got the Texas hat on. But also, was he reading from a book the whole time, or was he just telling him the answers?
I don't know, man.
Because
He just knew.
yeah, which is another thing where it's like he also just knew the information to give to SpongeBob. Oh, that was cool. Yeah, I mean, I think pizza delivery again. It just got more memes. It's got more funny moments. I think that the song is probably one of the best parts about the episode. I think that I think the how varied the locations are is really cool. Like the different set pieces and stuff, how they literally get taken by a tornado and they just end up somewhere, which is something that we don't really see a whole lot, right? Um, and I think it just like builds on top of itself very nicely with the whole pioneers like B plot, right?
Pizza
Then
delivery
like
is so good. The
yeah,
memes in pizza delivery are just you're right. It's very meme where you can like look at it and be like, there's like at least 4 in this one.
mhm,
Pioneers used to ride these babies for a mile, bringing
yep.
around town.
I think bringing around
No,
town was from this
no, they
episode.
bring around town. It was the funky dance.
Oh yeah, with the like hitchhiker thing.
Krusty Krab pizza.
Oh
Krusty
yeah, the
Krab
Krusty Krab,
pizza.
yeah.
Is that the cheese?
Oh yeah, they're staring at the pizza. Yeah. And at the
Oh,
end
great.
and at the end we see another example of like depth to a character where Squidward like cares about him, like stands up
And
for
yeah,
him.
and now Squidward's like just a meanie,
Yeah.
Not really.
He's just like a grump.
Yeah. like Squidward. I mean, like he may not like SpongeBob at work, but like he realized, SpongeBob worked really hard, and like he worked really hard as well. And it's like really terrible for them both to be disrespected like that, saying that, like, he's not
Yeah,
gonna catch the
exactly.
pizza.
I mean, them on this journey together. I feel like even though Squidward would rather be anywhere else, I feel like there is a bond between them, and I feel like usually throughout the series, whenever there is something serious happening to him, I feel
Mhm.
like Squidward always kind of stands up for him, or at least like
Yeah,
feels bad. I mean, we
like
have
even the
another
bomb episode is a great one to call back on in this one,
yeah,
where
where
he
they
does not want to kill SpongeBob. They
yeah.
hate SpongeBob. Gives him a bomb. It's like, well, he's gonna die. I'm gonna do everything with him now. Let's get it over with.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Do you remember the episode, was it April Fools? April Fools episode? Where Squidward, like sorry, where Squidward, like, messes with him so bad that it causes him to, like, cry, and he's, like, shut in his house, and then, um, he, like, feels all good about himself. He's like, "Ah, I finally got him," and then he literally has, like, voices in his head, I guess, that are like, "You did a bad thing. You're awful." And then he, like, runs back and apologizes to SpongeBob. It's like, "Hey, man, didn't mean it." Anyway, um, I think pizza delivery wins.
Now we got two. This is the problem now. Pizza delivery or hall monitor.
Mhm.
This is the rub, as
Yeah,
they
this is
like to
tough.
say.
I think that, yeah, this is tough.
This is not an easy answer. You
Yeah.
have to put two heavy hitters in the same one. I mean, we discussed this last week where we said. I mean, I think I said it where it's like, this week's tough, dude. I don't know what you've done. You put really good episodes here. I
Yeah.
did forget Hall Monitor being that good because I didn't think Hall Monitor was actually that episode.
Mhm.
I was trying to remember what episode that was. Turns out it was that episode.
Yeah, I remember last week, that was the only one that you couldn't remember exactly.
Yeah, it was, but it turned out it was this episode, which is Hall Monitor, which is the one with the crazy psycho on the loose, and him and Patrick trying to find him. But
So this is tough because I remember I remember finishing the episodes, and my overall pick was pizza delivery, right? Beating out all
Hall
4.
Monitor, Hall Monitor. I mean, I think it's like you have the heart for like pizza delivery. You know what I mean? But Hall
Yeah.
Monitor is just so structured well.
Yeah, exactly, where now us talking about it, I realized that hall monitor is, like, really good,
Hmm.
where in my mind, hall monitor, um, beat fun probably, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, hall monitor, man, I mean, that whole sequence when he's running away is, like, so well crafted, and, like, the realizations and then the the amping up of it, right?
Hmm.
Um, the whole setup of him being a hall monitor and him, like, being such a good person, like, at his core, that he takes that to real life, and he just wants to help people,
Hmm.
even though he's not a cop. But,
This is
like
a position of authority. I'm here to assist the
yeah,
civilians of Bikini Bottom.
like, he's also not letting it go to his head. He's not like, "Oh, look at me. I'm in charge of everyone." He's like, "Nah, whoever needs help, I got you." When I mean, was there a thing in here where, um, he was, like, directing traffic,
I believe so.
right? Where it was all gummed up, and he was like, "Ah, I got you," and he's, like, doing the points and stuff. Like, he didn't have to do that, you know? I don't know, man. I really don't know.
Honestly, I'll give it to Hall Monitor, dude.
You give it the hall monitor?
I'll give it to Hall Monitor because like I originally thought Pizza Delivery was such a good episode in my head because my
Yeah,
pre-existing memory and of course knowing Pizza Delivery is like it's an iconic episode, Krusty Krab Pizza.
yeah,
But Hall Monitor has made me reconsider that enough to have it be worthy.
yeah. I think I might agree with you because I think pizza delivery has more memes, right? And I think that um I think that individual moments, Pizza Delivery has more better, like, single scenes, right? With the song, and then with, you know, just, like, their whole relationship that kind of forms throughout the episode, right? But I don't know, I think Hall Monitor is just more varied, and yeah, like you said earlier, I think it's better structured for actually then telling the story all the way to the end of the episode where he finally gets caught and Mrs. Puff just is crazy and actually gives herself up, even though she didn't really mean to. Yeah, man, I don't know, I think I'm fine with Hall Monitor winning this 4.
The question is Hall Monitor or Plankton?
Yeah, so I didn't really think about this at all. But Hall Monitor or Plankton, huh?
I'm gonna give it to Hall Monitor, dude.
Give it to Hall Monitor, but Plankton, though. Remember when Plankton took over SpongeBob's brain? And just destroyed Squidward?
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Do you remember the best joke in all of history?
99% hot gas, 1% evil?
Do you remember the second best joke in all of history?
Yeah.
When he finally gets SpongeBob into the chum bucket, and he's like, "This is my lab." And he shows a video of a dog. And they walk into another room, and he says, "And this is my laboratory." And he shows the laboratory. I was like, "That was good. That was a good one, Plankton."
You got me. Pretty good. Pretty good. No, I'm not saying like okay, entirely Plankton's a miss, dude. I'm saying Hall Monitor raises the stakes a little bit.
Raise the stakes.
It's the de-evolution of the situation as it's going forward is what makes it for me. Not to say that Plankton also wasn't having that de-evolution. It was just in a different way.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think I'll agree with you on that. Yeah. Because I'm not trying to remember the Plankton episode because it has been a week, right? And I think that the second half of the Plankton episode is really strong, but I think that is what makes it so good.
Yeah.
Whereas the first half, I mean, it's set up. I mean, it's an episode. That's what you do with.
It's building up Plankton, and then Plankton
Yeah.
does his thing. It's like this is it. This is where we start.
Yeah.
No, I 100% agree with that.
While I think Hall Monitor is strong throughout.
It's a gradual escalation.
Yeah. So yeah, okay. Hall Monitor. Hall Monitor goes on to the finals.
Crazy.
It's a good episode to be in the finals.
The dark horse has made it to the finals.
Yeah, I mean, because honestly, kind of echoing what you said earlier. I mean, going into this, I would have picked Pizza Delivery over Hall Monitor. I would have picked Bubble Stand over Hall Monitor. I might have picked Fun
over Hall
Monitor.
It's like you had these preconceived ideas of the show in your mind.
Yeah.
Then when you actually go through and watch them, you're like, well, hold up, Hall Monitor's just a little heavy.
And obviously neither one of us have ever had to watch these and analyze them and then pit them up against each other.
Them for fun, we're like, oh, yeah, that's a good episode.
For fun.
That's a good episode for friends who uranium bomb.
Yeah.
No survivors. Fire that burned down the whole town.
So next week, week 3, we got for all you guys out there, we got Muscle Bob Buff Pants versus Employee of the Month. That's gonna be a good one, although I feel like in my mind I know which one will win. And then
I don't remember Employee of the Month. I remember Muscle Bob.
Employee of the Month is the one where SpongeBob gets always wins, and then finally Squidward is like, you know what? I'm gonna win one. And then they
sounds like a fun one.
Okay, yeah. I don't want to explain it too much more. I don't want to give it away. And then this one is what is it? SB129 versus what does that say? Sleepy Time. Do you remember these 2 episodes?
No.
Anything at all?
No.
SB129 Okay, I can do this super simply. SB129 is the future episode.
Is it the Chrome?
Yes.
Okay.
And then Sleepy Time is the one where he goes into everyone's dreams.
Okay, we're gonna have some fun time with this one then.
Yeah.
And does
These
that include
four.
Pearl? Is Pearl in the Sleepy Time?
Yes. Yeah.
I remember this will be our first Pearl episode.
Oh, it might be. I mean, it's definitely first
Or
Pearl episode.
Maybe she appears in Muscle Bob or Employee. I don't know.
I don't think she does. I could be wrong, but I don't think she does. So yeah, I think for this tournament she's gonna be the first appearance. But again, there's a bunch of episodes I missed, clipped off. So
again, this is your 16, dude.
Yeah, out of like 40 or something. I don't know. Strange thing.
We do 5 of these tournaments.
What happened?
We need like a bunch of these tournaments. We need another tournament if we want to.
Yeah, we can do the tournament for just season 1.
Yeah.
A funny thing, before we end today's episode, there wasn't a single Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy episode that made the cut.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. I can see that
Yeah.
argument because it would normally say Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy 1 or whatever, right?
Yeah, I think there's two or three this season. I think there's 2.
It would say like the number next to it with Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. So
yeah, which I think was inspired. No, maybe not. Never mind. Forget it.
Could be Superman, but never know.
Oh, Superman. Yeah, I was thinking Batman. Yeah, Superman. So yeah, man. Next week might be harder than this week.
This week was tough, dude. I can say that this week was tough. I don't remember next week enough to say that.
Yeah.
I don't remember next week's episode enough to say it's harder or not. But I can say this week for sure was tough. I looked at it and I knew just going into it that would be disgustingly hard.
So we did this last week, Ray. So let's kind of end on this. If you had to predict, well, you don't really remember the episode, so I don't even know if you can do that.
The only one I really remember, honestly, is Muscle Bob Buff Pants.
Yeah.
That's sad to say. Because I know the other 3 episodes now that you mentioned them, I'm like, okay, I remember them. But do I really remember them? No.
Remember them. Yeah.
Or Muscle Bob Buff Pants.
So me remembering the episodes, I think more, my prediction for final winner of this quarter is the future episode, SB129.
Okay.
That's my prediction. So yeah, untitled. What?
I'll see.
What?
I'll see. I'll see.
So yeah,
I will see.
Untitled, unfocused.
You're good.
Tyler, Raymond, listen to anywhere you get podcasts or on YouTube. Share. Please share it. That'd be nice.
Special.
5 subscriber special. If you subscribe.
I don't know what it's gonna be yet, but we'll find out.
If you subscribe, I will give you the link to my PayPal, and then you can
send us money. By us, I mean me, Tyler. Send just Tyler money.
I don't feel as good about this long running bit as our last week's long running bit. I feel like this one is a little more.
What's last week's bit? I forgot already.
The like how much would you accept to change your name?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I feel like this one is like more like it has a darker meaning to it, and like I don't really like it.
Like send us money or else.
So yeah, that's it.